Peace and love, y'all. Welcome to Adam, ADAM, Artist Development and Music. And shout out to the whole Rockefeller team. See, I got my rock on, you know what I'm saying? It's family, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get to it. This is Adam, Artist Development and Music. Artist Development and Music. I'm Ramses Francois. You know, I created this page primarily for old artists, whether it's rap, hip hop, pop singers, country. I created this page to motivate y'all, give y'all a little inspiration, a little bit of guidance, you know, throw my little 2 cents in to help you go further with your craft and your gift. And for those who don't know of me, I'm Ramses Francois, you know, and if you don't know what I do, I pretty much A&R at Rockefeller for the whole past few years. Pretty much the past few years, I pretty much worked on Ye's College Dropout, Kanye West College Dropout album, Young Guns, Tough Love, Dipset album. I worked on Joel Santana first album as well. You know, shout out to the whole team, the whole A&R team I rock. Yeah, my credits is it's a lot. It's too much to even spew out. Shout out to Bleak as well. You know, definitely. And once again, shout out to the whole Rockefeller and the whole Rock A&R team, Lenny S, G, Hip Hop, the whole crew. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all. So yeah, you know, this episode right here is called Your Story. You know, I think a lot of people, a lot of artists, a lot of R&B singers, rappers, you know, I guess you can say the genre of music, you know, you tend to see a lack of artists telling their story about their journey and relatable songs, period. You know, as a rapper or singer, I feel like you got to delve into your story. I feel like a lot of artists got music out and you still don't even know their story, you know, because they didn't really get in depth, you know what I mean? Not to say they need to be too transparent, you know, but it doesn't hurt, you know, to speak your story. You know, people want to know about you when you hit that studio up. Just, you know, give them something a little to understand who you are. You know, when you listen to albums like Notorious B.I.G., Ready to Die, or Life After Death, oh man, those are like, you know what I mean, he's telling a story, but he also, it's like a book, and he's sticking to that book. The albums is not confusing or nothing. You can totally get it, you know, and he tells a story. You know, you get tidbits of a story, you know, so artists need to get back and understanding what makes you an artist. You know what I mean? That's one thing, is getting into your story. You know, getting to tell the people, the listener, the consumer, who you is. You know what I'm saying? What you've been through, things of that nature. You know, that's what makes you a great artist. And a lot of artists drop so much music and still yet, like I said before, you either don't understand what they're trying to, you know, convey, or they just don't know how to tell the story, I guess, or, you know, it's like, I feel like you're never going to be there until you get in depth with your music, you know what I mean, and your albums. You know, you're giving people things that they can relate to, and that sticks to what the concept of the album is, or the topic of the song is. Just as long as you are speaking, you know, about who you are and what you've been through, and, you know, your humble beginnings, you know what I mean? Like, all these things actually matter, you know. You don't have to give them every detail, but you got to give them a little something to really reel the people in, you know what I mean? You got to give them that energy, you know, or you're going to listen, or you're going to lose the listener, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be all over the place, you know, when it comes to your project or your song or topic. You know, you want to go further. And starting from the beginning plays a good part, you know what I mean, to getting people in tune with you, rather than putting out a song saying, I'm going to kill everybody in this block, or I'm sliding on this block. Like, a person coming home is not going from hard work or whatever the case is not going to want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear what you've been through. They're going to want to hear some relatable music. You know what I mean? They want to know a bit of your story. Who are you? Yeah, you can drop 30 songs, but we still don't know who you are. You know what I mean? You're not really, you know what I'm saying, getting out there with your story, you know? So don't be scared to tell your story. Don't be scared to, you know, let them know what it is, you know what I mean? And then everything else will flow like water, you know? So don't be afraid to tell your story. And even if you got to be in a creative way, you know, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, That's what a lot is missing in hip hop right now, you know, and we need it. You know, we need to get back to classic stuff. We need to get back to structure when it comes to singing, you know, to R&B and hip hop. And I hope that we get there. You know, I hope that I hope that you got what I was saying in this video. If you checked it out and you tuned in, I appreciate it. You know, I definitely would appreciate it. Feel free to share the video as well and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that like and subscribe button. Costs nothing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not that difficult, you know, to get to dive deep into, you know, as far as learning and understanding your story and letting people understand your story as a person. And trust me, it's just gonna make you a better artist. Yeah, pretty much it. You know, peace and love to you all. Thanks for tuning in once again to the Adam channel, ADAM, Artist Development and Music. I appreciate it a lot. And yeah, shout out to my Rockefeller family. You know what I mean? Shout out to the squad. You know what it is. Love y'all. And tune in to the next episode. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Ramses_Vision. Ramses, RAMSES _Vision, VISION. Tap in. More videos to come in. Is dropping. Excuse me. Pause. More videos is dropping soon, and I'm gonna keep doing my best for y'all to keep y'all motivated and keep going with your gift and talent. Don't quit. Don't give up on nobody. You know what I mean? Forget what they saying to you, anybody trying to make you give up. Ignore them. You know what I mean? Keep focusing on your craft, your gift, and you never know what's gonna happen. Peace and love to you all. Adam channel. This is Ramses. Until next time, peace and love.